Okay, welcome everybody. This is our weekly learning of Tanya. Baruch Hashem, we're sitting in Shur David. Baruch Hashem, we have the 5th day of Chanukah around us. Even in London, the famous story from the Rebbe, everyone knows it, I'm not going to repeat it. And the concept of bringing the Or of Chanukah into the lowest places, the lowest times, the lowest level souls, whatever that means. And we have the ability to elevate everything, bring everything back to Hashem. There's hope, there's tikvah, we can do it. Give chizuk to our nechama and learn some Tanya, holy Tanya, chapter 28 with Perek, Esther and opportunity to get some koyach. Right now I feel like the YITZCHAK is mamish smothering me. And as we see in the Tanya, there's the eitzes, what to do. Baruch Hashem, I'm sitting here with a few different versions. It'll be interesting to see if there's any slightly different translation. I have an old version of the Likutei Amoraim, bilingual edition. And I have two of these, just for the future. And also I have a beautiful chart here that was still from when we were learning before. And I had the schus to have a chavusa. Now, Baruch Hashem, we have the opportunity. My son is on his way to guard our people in Hermon, the holy mountain we talk about in the Tehillim, Ketel Hermon. It's one of our holy mountains in the land of Eretz YISRAEL. So it's all Shalanu now. So we've got both sides of the Hermon. My son, Baruch YITZCHAK ben MASHA, dedicate the learning to his shmir and to all the soldiers of Am Yisrael. Shmir, Eliyahu. Also my other sons have been in Uman, Rosh Hashanah, but this time it's Uman Hanukkah, and they had Shabbos Hanukkah there, Baruch Hashem, by Rebbe Nachman ben Fegas, and they made a short trip to the Baal Shem Tov's Chassidus and all the holy tzaddikim buried there. They went up to Rav and the Degamach Ephraim, and they also went to the Mayan of the Baal Shem Tov and to the Bedicheva, the Levi Yitzchak Bedicheva, and also other Kvarim over there, and also by Rebbe Nosson of Breslov. And they even made it to my Rebbe's Rebbe, all the way back to the Tolna, David Tolna, the original Tolna Rebbe, the son of Mordechai Chernobyl, and they were by the David Tolna, and they sang the nigun that the Tolna Chassidim sing till this day of Shir Malas LeDavid, which mentions once again the Terech Hamon, and everything's Ashkacha process. Hine Matov B'Noim Shevetachim Gam Yachad Brida Yachad, the unity, the unification. We have to realize there's so much awe going on, even though there's so much choshech at the same time. Have in mind all of our mishpach, all of our friends, family. My brother was even lighting Hanukkahs or candles in Vietnam, the Kabbat Chanukah, Baruch Hashem. I'm Zocha Be'ez Hashem to learn together, Be'ez Hashem, and to be chazik. So Zaman. So it says in Perek 28, we were discussing about the concept of knowing how to not answer a fool, according to Folly, lest you become like him. To learn how, when the YITZCHAK is draining your cup, which is unfortunate, very common, especially nowadays, we're during davening, we have the phones, we have all the distractions. It's one of the habits we talk about in the 10 habits of truly effective Jews, the views, the idea that the distraction itself is one of the habits of being able to deal with that, nidnik, and to be able to focus and avodas Hashem, especially during tefillah, to try not to listen to this fool that comes into our mind. This is page 371 in the 28th chapter of the first part of Tanya. Just as the analogy of the heathen who disturbs one during prayer, so too when foreign thoughts enter one's mind while praying, he should answer nothing at all, nor should he engage in an argument against the foreign thought. He should not occupy himself in mental discussions on the best strategy for countering the foreign thought. For he who wrestles with a filthy person is bound to become solid himself. We mentioned this before. If you hang out with the wrong people, hang out in the wrong places, it starts to affect us, our souls, ourselves. That includes mentally where we put ourselves, and we have to wrestle with that filthy person. We don't want to become soiled. So what's the eitzah from the Balatanya, from Alter Rebbe, instead he should pretend not to know nor hear the foreign thoughts that occurred to him. He should dismiss them from his mind. So we're in the 28th chapter, which is Koyach, Rather, he should strengthen still more the power of his concentration. The koyach should be used to focus for omets with courage and energy to increase. Most of the holech right now in Hanukkah, as we said, the 5th day of Hanukkah, 5th night of Hanukkah, it's the lowest time of the year, and sends Hashem the mitzvahs near Hanukkah to light it up, to most of the holech to keep adding another candle. It always falls out on a chol on a weekday, the 5th day of Hanukkah, 5th night of Hanukkah. And the idea is that we're here to come light it up. And at this point, we're the second half now already of Hanukkah, and we are adding only more and more light as we go into Chodesh Tevis, the coldest, most difficult month of the year in terms of the Ruchnius. The idea of the Sarah B'Tevis we'll discuss as we get closer, but there's a big nechama on the chomis eish of Am Yisrael, the walls surrounding Am Yisrael, to be able to keep out this nudnik, these negative forces that try to distract us, or worse, to attack us or affect us. So even on Shabbos we had the Hutim throwing missiles at us, waking us up in the middle of the night. Menucha Shabbos. It's the idea that we have to strengthen our walls, the chomis eish. That's what our soldiers hopefully will be matzliach to do. And we have to do that within as well. If how he finds it difficult to dismiss them because they distract his mind with great intensity, as yashpil nafsha Hashem, then he should humble his soul before Hashem and supplicate him. Yeah, supplicate Hashem. Ischanein lo yisbach mashavaso lerachim elav v'rachamav harmerubim. Yeah, this is a very, very important nakuda in Tanya. In fact, it's a meeting place the Rebbe Nachman Breslover had with the with the Baal Tanya, the famous story that he came to hear his sichot, his long drushes of the Baal Tanya. He used to give long, as we know from the field, the Lubavitcher Rebbes, they would give very big maimes and big sichot, would go on for hours and hours. And when Rebbe Nachman ben Feigen, Nachman ben Simcha was one time by one of the Baal Tanya's drushes. I heard this from Moshe Wilson, Zatzal, Mashgiach from back in the day from Torah V'das. I heard this from him personally in Chassidus. And he said Rabbi Nachman, he was bringing down the last Rashi the last Rashi in Shas, which brings Rabbi Nachman, and he was quoting it as an inyan of nechama. The last Rashi we see in Shas before we get to the Rashbam over there in the Gemara. So we see the idea that the Rashi brings down this Rabbi Nachman is the nechama for Am Yisrael. We're always tuning into the nechama, Yeshua's for nechamas, and this nechama that Rabbi Nachman found by the Baal Tanya was this nakuda, that if it finds it difficult to dismiss the nudnik because they distract his mind with great intensity, then he should humble his soul before Hashem. Nashbil nafshal Hashem. One of the things I have in mind during Hallel is shofel, the Osius shofel, it's Rashi Tevis, and I have in mind certain times davening Pischuli Shari Sedek. Pischuli Shari is Rashi Tevis shofel. We should open up the gates of the righteousness. How do we have the gates of being shofel? Rashi Tevis shofel. To have shiftless Adam. It's a big avoda by the Talmud of Tzaddikim as well. As I said, my Rebbe's Alter Zayda, David Talmud, and Yochanan Talmud, whose Yotzai was this Chanukah, they're all busy with the inyan of shiftless Adam, but in a ruchnius, in a anivistic way, in a humility way, and he should yashbil nafshal Hashem. He should humble his soul before Hashem. I feel tremendous humility right now, personally, like to the point where I have to be careful and shouldn't fall into chas v'shalom, as we're going to see from Tanya. Shouldn't fall into the other side. It should keep with purity to Hashem, the nafsho la Hashem, ischanein lo, and supplicate him in thought to have compassion. This is a nakuda, to ask Hashem Yisbarach to have compassion. Machshavta lerachem elav, berachamav hamarubim. That Hashem should have tremendous, abundant mercy upon us. This is the feelers our generation need more than ever, and this is what the Rabbi Nachman ben Feiga heard from the Baal Tanya. The Rachmanus we need to have towards our soul. The soul level, united souls. I'm writing this book, Hashem, I'm going to be continuing most of a holech to bring down the light. And even though I'm feeling the opposite, to bring down the light. I have opportunities to share Torah, to bring down the light, to be sameach of what we get to do, and to bring down that inspiration, to not let the YITZCHAK be sholet, to move into Baruch Hashem, a new house, bring a new energy, a new Chanukah bias. to leave the old stories and move forward. Be'ez Hashem. Ba'aleinu l'tova, from all the times coming up forward, the tova, the simcha, the slavas, this kashrus. So to have Rachmanus on our soul is one of the biggest avodas of a yid. Rachim elav. Rachim elav. Rachim av abonim. Like a father having mercy on his sons, and Nimshachim b'moicho, who takes pity on his children stem from his brain. Kekachi yirachim Hashem al nafsho hanimshachis mi'iso yisbach. And so too should God be compassionate on his soul, which derives from Hashem's mind, the attribute of Chochmah. Now, one of the things is the Yavanim wanted to do, the Shkichim Torah Serches, take us away from the Torah. And we see that every year, Hanukkah, the schools are off, and the yeshivas, most of them are off. And right now, I'm sitting in the shir room where we usually would have a shir. There's no shir from Shlomo Katz. And BORUCH Hashem, he gave a lot of chizuk, mostly Shabbos, beautiful concert. You should check it out, the little bits I got. Some of the sound was not perfect, even though his sound was perfect. The sound was beautiful. I didn't get the best sound, but BORUCH Hashem, I'm sure they'll put it out on the right time in the full version, because it was mamish. It was very big oinig, and my son Baruch YITZCHAK got tremendous chizuk for the soul from Shlomo Katz's performance with Shabbos. But nevertheless, during the week now, the Shkichim Torah Sech, the YITZCHAK is making sure that we don't have much learning going on in a systemized way. So now this is where we prove, like we said, the whole thing on Hilchos Chanukah when we did the Siyum of Hilchos Chanukah, thanking Hashem al Nisim should come from us. We should want to thank Hashem. It should be real by us. I saw from Rebbe that there is a Rachman in Shemon Esrei, an extra way of being mashlim. If you miss it in Nodeh Lecha, you miss it in Birkas Mos Nodeh Lecha, or in the part of Shemon Esrei Modim Menachnu Lach, you miss it there. You can mashlim before you say the last Yehuatzon, but after the Alakai Natzor, with special tefillah. And it's in certain Nakuda has a certain chashivas as well, because it's mamshich the nisim, it's bringing down the miracles of Hanukkah in a more strong way, in a certain way. Once again, because it's all about the real wanting of thanking Hashem, no matter what. Whether you forget it, you want to thank Hashem. You're always thinking, how can I thank Hashem? I woke up this morning, Moda Menachnu Lach, Moda Ani, Elokai Nasor, Moda. Every Shabbos, Leil Shabbos, I say, we thank Hashem for all the chesed He does, for our home, for our family, never call our chesed that He's going to do for us. We bring down the chesed, the kindness of Hashem. This is a big avodah. I saw by Adam Arishon, the way we fix up the world. I heard from MASHA to Eliezer. The idea is that Avram Avinu comes along and is misak in the world through chesed. And today I'm going to just one chesed. I'm going to be getting some tipul for parents of soldiers. You know, one of the things that's been difficult is sometimes feeling there's not enough support from family and friends towards the parents of soldiers having a son out there fighting, all the different tiers of Zaman, the way it affects the time. Like we have to get up early to make sure we made it to base. We're in the middle of the night. We got fines recently to pay those fines. We paid them yesterday, another 1,000 shekels to the Medina for us serving the Medina. We're paying them. You know, you put so much effort and energy, and we have to everything in the Torah. But BORUCH Hashem, it's challenging, it's difficult. And BORUCH Hashem, so today I get a little tipul from Just One Chesed. Maybe we'll get back to the Real Kindness podcast this week. We'll try in the busyness of Hanukkah. The idea to strengthen ourselves and ask Hashem to Rachmanus. The Torah is Rachmana, to have mercy on our souls by learning, to filling up, so that we shouldn't forget the Torah. We should constantly be davik to Torah, davik to Hanukkah, davik to the Oris or Mashiach, the Melech Mashiach, to daven to Hashem, to bring down these Oris into Am Yisrael, to all of Klal Yisrael. So my brother lights the candles in Vietnam. He knows halacha, how to light a menorah. Should meet a Chabadnik there, or someone, some yid, or have some clarity of what it means to be a yid and to light Hanukkah, to have the opportunity of all Klal Yisrael to know what it means to be a Jew. We're coming up to Chodesh Tevis, to be Gadol Hashem Yisrael Shemachdav is the Surah Shem Havaya of this Chodesh, to make great Hashem's name. Gedalia Fenster talks about it, to make great Hashem's name in the world, and through business, through everything we're doing. And we're learning in the office, we're doing everything to bring down the Or of Hanukkah into our daily life. And this is having Rachmanus on our souls. Karachim av alabonim amnamshachim b'moicha, says the Hatanya. Like a father who takes pity on his children, who stem from his own brain. Kach yirachim Hashem al nafsho nimshachis me'ito YISRAEL. So too, Hashem should be compassionate on his soul, which derives from God's minds. You know, one of the things that, for me, the hardest thing on Shabbos is when my family don't make it to some of the davening, and we live quite fast at this point. Hopefully soon we'll be closer, so it'll be less of a mania. But sometimes they're not able to make it to the davening at Kohanim. I want them to duchen. BORUCH, one of my sons always comes, but the other ones, they have a different kind of schedule, and the soldier boy and v'chulu. It's not always easy to wake up with all the different avodas they're doing during the week. One of them works very hard till late in the night in Jerusalem and v'chulu. So I feel tremendous Rachmanus, like inside in a deep way. I want to duchen with them. I'd like the simcha to bless Am Yisrael together with all my sons, to have my daughters and my wife and the shul. It seems like asking a lot, but it seems like not asking a lot. But the point is, it comes from the nekuda penimi of the rachim ala ben. That's the olabonim and shachim b'moichas. It came through my mind, and to rachimim Hashem al nafsho. And Hashem should be compassionate on his soul. The most important nechama is on the soul level, we're always blessing Am Yisrael, always connected. And on the soul level, Hashem should have Rachmanus on us. And I could daven for that and get more panimi and less busy with who's here, who's not. More busy with the nekuda panimi of the neshamas Shabbat, that we have souls that are lighting up in Ukraine right now. My other sons and my other son in Yerushalayim, and then my soldier is in Hermon, and they're lighting up Am Yisrael and protecting Am Yisrael with their avoda and their tefillah, and my daughters as well. Yet Sila Memem has donim to rescue from the turbulent waters. The Mayim has donim. There's tremendous. Like Sila Memayim is donim is the waters of the Ninshari Tuma that we're in. We're in this tremendous deluge of impurity that comes throughout all the different places on TikTok and everywhere else, on Netflix, all the places that people find all the worst of things are online. Shem Shemainu, and Hashem should protect us, and we save us from this deluge of turbulent waters to make us chas v'shalom, to no longer want to serve Hashem, thoughts that want to disturb the soul. Lema'anu yaseh, this he should do for his own sake. He chelek Hashem mamashima, because Hashem is part of the Lord. So we should daven to Hashem, to have Rachmanus, that we are one with Hashem. We should have Rachmanus on our soul, on the soul level, that's chelek of Hashem. It's a portion of Hashem, aiding the soul. He actually helps himself, and so to speak. So that's what Rebbe is bringing down. He's bringing down his tefillah, so that we're so one with Hashem, that the chelek of godliness within us, Hashem should have Rachmanus on us, to make sure that we're saved from these deluge of purity and craziness before Mashiach comes. Hashem should save our soul from these Mayim Zedonim. Hashem should save us. The question of whether one is deserving of such aid thus becomes irrelevant. It's not about merit. It's not about how much you're holding. It's not about levels. It's about Hashem's pure rachamim towards the chelek of Imo that's within us. The chelek Hashem mamish Imo. His people as part of Hashem. Another interpretation, see the words this he should do for his own sake, not as part of the worst of plea, but a guarantee. Hashem will certainly come to the aid of one who entreats him, and certainly rescue soul from turbulent waters. As this is for his own sake, for the soul is veritably a part of Hashem, is a chelek elakam mamish. Everyone has within them Zochim b'Ch Hashem. Let's see what it says in the other translation. It says that, we'll just read it straight, that comes this YITZCHAK, this great intensity. He should humble his spirit before Hashem, supplicate him in the thought to have compassion upon him in his abundant mercies. As the father takes pity on his children who stem from his brain, so may Hashem have pity on the soul which is derived from him, who is blessed and delivered from the turbulent waters. For his sake he will do, for verily his people is part of Hashem. Beautiful. Same kind of nakuda, and even with the older translation, BORUCH Hashem. This other sefer also, Hashem, Mizalchem es Hashem, to see the chizuk and the oil from the tzaddikim, the Lamed Vav Neiris, Lamed Vav tzaddikim, Lamed Vav Masechta Shas. We're almost now, Hashem, more than halfway through, bring down his oil into our home to realize the tremendous kedusha. Shevet Shimon was the shevet that struggled the most And in the end, it became the Malamdim of Am Yisrael, the teachers of Am Yisrael. Through the struggle, through the pain, through the broken hearts, we have ability now to be teachers, to help Am Yisrael, to heal Am Yisrael. And that's a big turnaround from Shevet Shimon to become the teachers of Am Yisrael. To Melamed Tanokas, then that's more has more kedusha than even Binyan Beis Hamikdash. That the children should be blessed, that we should be zoka to Hinuch Banim, to Shalom Bayis, to Simcha, and to have Rachmanus Hashem on our soul. It's a chilek elokam b'ma'amash. And be zoka bring that Shechina into our home. And be zoka to Mashiach King, and be zoka to the Oish on Mashiach. Be zoka to keep learning and steiging both of the Hoylech, the Gans Yorah, to light up this world with Or and Simcha and Aslacha and Bracha and everything we need. Be zoka b'ez Hashem. I hope these classes help people, and even if people are listening, not listening, the main nakuda is Yishma Chazik and be zoka to dance Mashiach Sekenu, and the aura of Mashiach and the aura of Menorah shine brighter and brighter, to fill up the world with the day of Hashem, to know Hashem, to know the truth that we have a godly spark within us and with His nation, and Hashem loves us, Rachmanus on us, and Mizocha to this tremendous zivug between the Siddiqim, between Rabbi Nachman and Rabbi Hatanya, and the Yichud between of all the Siddiqim, the Lamed Vasidim, the Yosef Asadik's aura and his Pashas and Mekates and Vigash, Yehuda and Yosef joining together, this zivug between the Mashiach ben Yosef, Mashiach ben David, Zocha unification, Zocha to the unification that takes place by learning and reading and connecting and davening and learning and saying Tehillim, bringing that yichud between Tefillah and Torah, bringing that yichud between Shalom Bayis, between Ish v'Ishto, and the Ish Gufa, the idea that we're one body, and Chanukah's Megala, this Shalom Bayis Adif, and Mizocha Bez Hashem to Mashiach Sekenu b'mhei v'minu Amen.